Thanks for tuning in to Chats with your Self-Worth BFF. This is your host, Mikaela Filar, where we are here to skyrocket your self-worth, heal your shit, and take your power back. Welcome to the chat. Hey guys, welcome back to Chats with your Self-Worth BFF. It's Mikaela Filar, your host. Today, we are going to be chatting about how to wake up happy. This is just something that has been on my mind lately, and I've gotten a couple clients that have recently mentioned to me that they just kind of wake up feeling like not excited to take on the day, not excited to wake up, and they're just going about their lives, day by day, and it's just the same thing over and over again, and they're just not really like excited anymore. Or they feel like, they're in bed and they're waking up, it's the morning, and they're waking up and they're in bed and they're like not excited to take on the day, and they feel like their day has already taken over them. I have been there. I see you, I hear you, I was you. And so I thought that today I would send you a little message of how I got out of that. And before I get into that, I want to share that I am holding another Quantum Leaping Over Obstacles class. So what these classes are is an opportunity for you to ask me one of two questions. There's only 8 spots available in each class. So I have a wait list going right now. If you're interested, I'll drop that in the show notes. But basically what these are is I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask me one of two questions. So question 1 is, what is blocking me from my desires? And the other one is you can ask me like any specific question that you might feel stuck on, that you have been having a hard time figuring out what is best for your like highest possible version of yourself, or what is best for everyone that's involved. So you can ask me either of those two questions. I would absolutely love to see your beautiful face in this class. It is going to be held on Thursday, the 3rd, August 3rd at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you can make it, I hope to see you there. If not, get on the wait list anyways so you can make the next class. I have been holding them weekly. This will be my 3rd class. They're just so much fun, and it's so amazing to see everyone's faces light up or have, the realizations that they need or get their questions answered. And the beautiful thing about it being a class with multiple people in it is that whatever other people are asking, you will be aligned to hear what it is that they are asking as well. So whatever I'm channeling for them, you will also be in alignment to hear. So let's get into this. How to wake up happy. I feel that a lot of times we get so wrapped up in the fact that we're not exactly where we wanted to be or where we thought we would be in this moment of our lives. And that can get us down. I know, I've been there, done that. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect or that I have it all figured out now, but I will say that I have done a lot of internal work and mindset work to shift myself out of this, quote, funk or feeling of being stuck that a lot of people are feeling right now. So I wanted to share a little message. The truth is that you have to embrace where you are. And you have to be so unbelievably grateful for what you have and where you are currently and what you've accomplished already, that having that thing that you're desiring or having the life that you're desiring isn't going to change who you are. And I know that I mentioned this in the last episode, but I'm going to give you guys a little bit more. So you've got to let go of what you thought your life was supposed to be. I've said this before and I will say it again. We have to be in control of our thoughts. Our subconscious thoughts make up 95% of our minds every single day. And that means that only 5% of what we're thinking we're actually like aware of, we're actually conscious of. And that's why it could be so detrimental if you've got these negative self-beliefs in your head that are just repeating on repeat over and over and over again. And why it's so important to rewire the those negative self-beliefs that are ingrained in your subconscious mind of thinking that you're not enough or you're not where you're supposed to be, so you're behind, right? Your negative your subconscious beliefs, that are negative, that are dragging you down, that are keeping you, quote, stuck, feeling stuck. They're literally running your life. They have you waking up every day feeling like this. And the reality is that when you do feel stuck, it's not that you're actually physically stuck. Like, you are in control of your life. You're in control of your thoughts. You just have to remember that. You have to remember who the fuck you are. And you have to step back into that person of like, okay, no, I'm in charge. And then take the steps necessary to change your current physical reality. And when you're feeling stuck, people feel stuck, it's because they are ready to like grow. They've outgrown their current situation, their current job, their current relationship, their current anything any like area that you're feeling stuck in. Typically it's because you've outgrown that thing or that space. Even if you're not happy with where you're living, like, you could outgrow your house, you could outgrow your apartment, you can outgrow your city, your town, your country. Like, so that's why it's also so important, if you are feeling stuck, you are feeling like you need change, to like make the change. And change is scary, and our ego is going to want us to play it safe, and it's going to do its best to keep us safe, which is why those subconscious beliefs of, oh, like, I can't move because it's too expensive, or I can't leave this person because what if I don't find somebody else that's better? Like, they're a good person, so I should just stay, right? So, and that's not the case. These are just limiting self-beliefs that like we put on ourselves because we're safe and we're like content in our current reality, when in reality it's just keeping us small. Like, those thoughts are just keeping us small. So you have to move through those thoughts and be like, okay, you recognize them when they pop up and you're like, this isn't serving me. And then you rewire that thought. I struggled with thinking that I wasn't enough. I struggled with self-worth. I struggled with self-love, self-image, like all of these things, which self-love and self-worth and self-image are literally the key to everything. And once you master those, like, your life will start to get a lot better because you'll start to remember who the fuck you are. And for a long time, I let the limiting self-beliefs and my ego and my subconscious mind run my life for so long. And it led to me waking up every morning like I did feel stuck. Like, I was never going to figure it out, and I'd never have it together, and I'd never, quote, make it, whatever the heck that means. I never thought that I would have the life that I craved. And I had a taste of it, but then it all just like blew up, or got pulled out from underneath me. And I was scared to start over. I was scared to make the changes that were necessary in order for me to be unstuck. And some of those were moving out of the city I was living in, to not be in the relationship that I was in, to change my career completely, to start my dream business of helping people in the way that I help them now, to start the podcast even. So I decided one day, I just literally got so sick of waking up feeling just stuck and like gross and like not aligned with who I knew I was meant to be and who I was capable of being, that I finally decided, you know what, like, I'm done playing the victim game. I'm done feeling sorry for myself. Like, I'm ready to take action and do whatever the heck it is that's necessary in order for me to like move forward in my life. I woke up and I decided that I'm not going to feel sorry for myself, that I'm going to take control over the way that my life looked in that moment and change things that didn't align with my highest self, with my highest frequency. I hired a mentor. I took courses. I listened to free content. I read books. I started meditating daily, consistently, getting into the gym, like making that promise to myself and keeping that promise to myself of working out when I said I was going to work out, taking the classes that I said I was going to take, finishing the courses that I signed up for, reading the books, finishing the books that I actually picked up and, maybe read a few chapters, but then like let it go away and then stopped reading. Like, no, it became consistent. And I purged relationships and friendships that were not like serving my highest good. I became a hermit crab for about 3 months where I didn't do anything. I just spent a lot of time alone reflecting on what I actually wanted my life to look like, what I wanted it to become, who I wanted to become, who I have always been, but maybe because of all of the outside noise I had suppressed because I was so busy listening to what everyone else thought I should do that I didn't even know what the fuck I wanted, right? And that's why becoming a hermit crab and secluding yourself for a while, like, it's not a bad thing. And the people who love you and are there for you and care for you are going to understand that you need to take that time for yourself if that's what you need to do. Like, they're not going to give you a hard time. They're not going to make you feel guilty for not going out on a Friday night. Like, they are going to be there for you and they're going to support you no matter what. And they'll be there for you when you're ready to come out of your hermit crab shell again. Because of this work that I've done, because of the fact that I've rewired my subconscious thoughts, that I've got the tools to continue to rewire the subconscious thoughts, because like I said, I'm not perfect. I have not healed everything. I don't think that our healing journey, like, I don't feel like it ever really ends because there's constantly things that pop up. But the beautiful thing about healing and learning how to heal is learning those tools that you need in order to heal, in order to move forward. When those limiting self-beliefs do pop up, you now have the tools necessary to move forward, no matter what time or what like part of your life you're in, because no matter what, life is always going to throw obstacles at you, right? And it's our job to recognize those obstacles and to do the work necessary to like move through them and move past them, and at the same time be so unbelievably grateful for those obstacles and for those lessons that we're learning currently, because without lessons, like, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be where I'm at today, and I wouldn't be able to share my experiences with you guys, and I wouldn't be able to help you the way that I do. And when I started to do all this work and really focus on myself and to take my my healing journey very, very seriously, and to seclude myself and to just do what I needed to do and stop making excuses for myself, that's when my life started to change. It completely changed. My life looks 180-degree turnaround different than it did at the beginning of, or at the end of last year, even at the beginning of this year. It's so crazy how 3 to 6 months of solitude and reflecting and healing and actually, stop listening to what everyone else is saying and reflecting on what you want and getting advice from not just anybody, but maybe one person that you look up to, one person that you admire, one person that you're like, wow, their life looks amazing. Like, they walk the walk, they talk the talk, they are doing the work necessary themselves in order to become the best and highest frequency version of themselves, the best, highest version of themselves. Like, I will take advice from that person because I admire them and I see that they're also doing the work. Because you can't just, get advice from somebody who isn't doing the work as well, or who doesn't have a life that you desire to have. If you're getting advice from somebody who isn't living a life that you would literally switch lives with, why would you take advice from that person? Why would you take advice from somebody who doesn't have the life that you desire to live? I'm not gonna, not anymore. Mm-mm. I have literally changed my life and manifested so much goodness into my life over the last 6 months. And it's just the beginning. And I feel so good and so much more clear on my future and what I want and my goals and aspirations that I had to start my business to share what I do with you guys, which is why I created mentorship, which is why I do one-on-one sessions, which is why I'm having quantum leaping over obstacles classes. I'm giving you guys kind of like a little like this quantum leaping over obstacles class. It's me giving you a way to dip your toes in the water, to learn how to work with me, learn what it's like to work with me, see what I do in these sessions. It's quite incredible. And if you like it, then signing up for a one-on-one session, if you like that and you get the most out of that, signing up for mentorship. Like, I only have limited spots available. I'm opening up 2 spots for August. I will only give it until probably the 3rd to get those 2 spots filled. So if this is something that you are feeling called to do, I 12 out of 10 recommend doing it. Working with a mentor has been life-changing for me, and I am working one-on-one with her in close proximity to become the best mentor, to become a good teacher, to be the best at what we do. So because of this work, like, I've changed my own life. I've gotten off antidepressants, anti-anxiety medications. I've been off of them for 4 months now, which is absolutely incredible because, I got on those and I was like, well, this is it. Like, I'm going to need these for the rest of my life. Like, I don't want to keep going like this, like up and down like a roller coaster. But that was me then. And now I'm off of them. I'm the happiest I've been in years, in so long. Honestly, I think ever. I'm so proud of me and the way that I've navigated my healing journey and what I've accomplished so far during it. And getting off my antidepressants, anti-anxiety medications has been so huge for me because it was like a Band-Aid that I was, using, or like a crutch just to get me from point A to point B. And I feel like I'm definitely, like, I know that I am, but no longer needing that crutch. No longer needing the Band-Aid. So it's because of the work that I've done. It's because of the healing that I've done. It's because I've gotten to the root cause of what was causing the anxiety, what was causing the depression. And so I don't need them anymore. And I now have the tools that I need if those feelings do come up to work through them myself without having to use that crutch. Life is a roller coaster. Life does have ups and downs. It's all about the way that you navigate it. So getting help when you need it isn't a bad thing. It's a beautiful thing. It makes you strong. So if mentorship or booking a one-on-one session with me is something that you've been thinking about doing, don't be shy. Let's chat, figure it out, get you on my calendar. I just wanted to give you a little bit of a reminder that you are in charge of your life. You are more than capable of pulling yourself out of whatever it is that you are in. You are so deserving of waking up happy, waking up feeling fulfilled, waking up excited and ready for your life every single day. That's all I have for you today. I hope that you have an incredible week, and we will chat soon. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this resonated with you, please make sure you leave a rating and review. Like and subscribe if you are watching on YouTube. Make sure you follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Kayla Cakes, at KAELA_CAKES. Visit my website at MikaelaRyanFilar.com to find out more about my coaching services. All of these links are in the show notes below. Make sure you tune in for next week's episode. New episodes are out every Tuesday and Friday. Chat soon.